Alright, fella. Has done any requests?
Can I play your guitar?
Through Wonderwall. I'm a good singer. Can I sing with you?
Oh, give us another. Come on, mate. One more song.
One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song. One more song.
Right, Luke. What I've come to at the moment. Last one before we go on to that. What would you say your most memorable gig story is?
Okay, oh God. There's always one that pops to mind with this. But I feel like it could be a bit incriminating. Are we going forward with it?
I think we should, because
Right.
I want to give our listeners a laugh. And, I happen to have heard the story that I think it is. I happen to have heard it before.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to add two, maybe like a positive one as well to balance it all out.
I think a positive one should spring to mind, shouldn't it? Like, everyone went crazy for this gig, but no, it was in my early days when I was getting a lot of gigs out towards Blackpool Way and Lytham Way. That's because that's where the band that I was in operated, so I kind of got a few contacts from there. And I was playing this like outdoor. They had a big like outdoor seating area, so it was playing out to the street and to the Weatherspoons across from it as well. So they were all being able to get free music basically for them. So I'm singing away, everyone's enjoying it. It's a nice sunny day, but there's houses sort of down this street as well, or just off the street. So I'm playing away. Me family are there watching me, a few friends, and then all of a sudden this guy just appears out of nowhere. Big shit house of a guy, massive head. I just remember his head. It was like massive. And he was like, turn that music off. And I'm sort of like playing the guitar and singing a bit, so I can't really sort of go, I'm singing, mate. And he's like, turn it off. And then he starts to approach me, and I'm like, fucking hell, what's going on here? And he like goes to either grab my laptop or grab my guitar. I can't remember what he did. But basically, a member of my family thought that he'd like attacked me or something, because everyone like turned around because this guy's just like bellowing at me. So somebody in my family comes along thinking that he'd like, assaulted me or something. And he thinks it's a big hostile situation. I suppose these days as well, somebody could have a knife, they could have whatever. So he comes over and he just cracks him on the back of the head, this guy. And he's like, get out, cracks him. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Everyone piles in and, tries to get this guy away and whatever else, and he disappears. And I'm just like, what on earth just happened there? I think the person that did that was obviously just trying to protect me in the heat of the moment, and nothing came of it, or anything like that. But and then I picked my guitar up to carry on the rest of the set, and my hands were shaking, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to have a break for a bit. And everyone's like, oh no, it's fine, don't worry, I understand. and then I'm just half expecting this guy to come back with like a weapon or something. So the whole gig I'm playing these songs, I'm forgetting chords and everything else, because I'm sort of like watching out, like waiting for this guy to come back. Like, but yeah, I just remember that moment and thinking, like, is this actually what I want to do? Like, this is only the start of it. Like, imagine when I'm getting into these rowdy pubs and whatever else. But thankfully, that's probably been one of the worst moments. Do you remember that video of that guy at the Cavern Club? My guitar teacher knows him. And he was just playing a song on the stage at the Cavern Club, and he'd obviously had an altercation with somebody before the gig or something, and he comes around the side, doesn't he, and just rugby tackles him. And like,
he was playing Sweet Caroline, wasn't he?
Yeah. And every time I watch that video, it sends this sense of dread over me, because that could happen to any of us at any time. If we have a bit of a set to with somebody, like, and they could just come up and bottle us, they could stab us.
Yeah.
You just don't know. And I think that moment just stands out to me as like, wow, what we really are unprotected and we're exposed really with what we do, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, to be fair.
But yeah, that always stands out as a biggest gig memory.
Perfect. That is a great one. That is a great first gig story. We are going to do another episode on funny gig moments.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, right, we're going to do a quick 5 questions.